Time for another mock draft. What's crackalackin'? Is your boy Broshmo, just in case you did not know. So go ahead, become bro and subscribe. Leave this video a thumbs up if you enjoy the content. As always, let me know what you think in the comment section below. Let's have that nice, beautiful football discourse. If you're gonna ask about the draft order, it's current rankings. Listen, if your team's sucking, they're at the top. If your team's winning, they're at the bottom. Complain to your team and don't complain to me. Let's go ahead, get into this sucker. As we got back-to-back picks for the Chicago Bears. The first pick is their pick. The second pick is the Carolina Panthers pick. Some of us thought the Cardinals might be in this position. Well, how the turntables have turned. At this point, you got to go Caleb Williams. You got to. Like, just feels hasn't worked out. Maybe we reshuffle some of the coaching staff and we start anew. But I can't imagine a better 1-2 combo than to grab Caleb Williams. Hold on to DJ Moore. Pair him up with Marvin freaking Harrison Jr. on the outside. Get the top two prospects in this class. It just makes all the sense in the world to me if this is how it happens. Remember, mock drafts, we use this to highlight players and possibilities. All right, we got the Las Vegas Raiders here at number 3. I'm actually doing this all on the cuff, all on the off the fly. So, like, if I talk through some of these picks, at least you'll get where my head's at. But this one, not gonna have to talk through too much. Drake Maye, he is the next quarterback on the board. Then after that, we can ask questions. Who's QB3? Who's QB4? We can ask questions, but it's Drake Maye. As of right now, this guy's accuracy has gotten better this season, even though the numbers in terms of like his touchdown numbers and maybe yards don't really reflect a big up in production, because offense has really turned to more of a run heavy offense for North Carolina. Like, Drake Maye's still that guy. He's still that dang good. And the Raiders, they got Jimmy G. There might be some Aiden O'Connell stands in there, and I get it. Aiden O'Connell, he's fun. He's fun, but he's a day 3 pick. This is a top 3 pick we're talking about. All right, Denver Broncos. Thank goodness I don't have to make a decision on a quarterback. But here's the real question. Where the heck am I going to go with the Broncos? Because their defense has been terrible, but this is a very good offensive draft at the top. I'm not going to think Brock Bowers, though. Going to be somewhere in the back of my mind. It's fun. I don't know if there's one of the other receivers kind of could jump into here. I don't know if there's a guy there that's like top 5. No, I'm gonna reel back on that sucker. But I do know they're gonna be slashing some contracts. I could see Cortland Sutton being a guy not with the team after this season. Garrett Bowles, though, is the number 1 guy I could see not with the team after this season. Olu Fashanu, for some people, is OT1. For me, it's Joe Alt, but it's like 1A, 1B to me. And I think Joe Alt actually fits Sean Payton's, like, this multi-power run game that they got. So I'm going to go with Joe Alt. Minnesota Vikings. Would love if there was a quarterback here. Top 5. I don't think there's a guy there. Don't think there's a guy in the top 10 that I love taking. I mean, maybe you roll the dice on one of these veteran quarterbacks like a Bo Nix, a Michael Penix, who have the arm, they have some of the tools. But I'm not gonna do that. The question is, where do I go then? This is where I just go ahead and take the top defensive prospect on the board. I really think that's probably where I want to go. Okay, if we're talking top defensive prospect, the positions that jump into mind are Kool-Aid McKinstry, then Jared Verse. Those are the 2 positions. Yeah, that's where I'm at right now. Those are the 2 positions. That's what I'm going to narrow down to right now. Kool-Aid is actually... If Brian Flores really wants to tap into his roots, going back to more of a man-heavy scheme, Kool-Aid's kind of that guy. Daniel Hunter, what are they going to do with him after this year? Marcus Davenport's on a 1-year deal, so edge actually makes a ton of sense here as well. And I think that's where I'm going to go. I think I'm going to go with edge. Yes, I think I'm going to go with edge. I think I'm going to settle on, where do they got Jared Verse? Right here. All right, we got the New York Jets. I ain't got to think about this one. It's Olu Fashanu. You're picking here at 6. Aaron Rodgers will be back next season. Zach Wilson, he showed some promise. He had one really banger drive to open the third quarter against the Chiefs. So, I don't know, maybe he's a guy going for it. Regardless, there ain't a guy here. Olu Fashanu makes all the sense in the world. This offensive line needs help. It's been terrible, though it was pretty decent tonight. Which kind of sucks, because if I'm the New England Patriots, I would have loved to tackle him. I would have loved Olu Fashanu. Now we got to think. I don't think quarterback's going to be it. I'm going to just throw out a theory here. Kirk Cousins is going to be a free agent. I think New England's not a bad landing spot for Kirk Cousins. I really don't. I really think that it's not half bad. So then what? Like tackle ain't it? Yeah, because there's too many questions about the other tackles coming up. Or Marius Mims, he's hurt currently, so that kind of sucks. Or else, like I think he could be in the discussion of this tackle class, like top 10. We could, I don't want to talk about the edge. Like this defense is really good. So we don't really even could think about Kool-Aid. Maybe have a good pairing of corners there on the outside between Gonzo and Kool-Aid. That's a thought. Listen, I know you love the NFL draft as much as I do, and you're going to want a nice hefty watch list of players during this college football season. Well, go ahead, check out my draft guide. You can purchase it for only $30 by Venmoing or PayPaling me. Links in the description. It's a one-time payment and you get it for this whole draft cycle and forever and always. Technically, it's a Google spreadsheet. So send me your email when you send the payment. I'll get you hooked up. You will see my current prospect rankings and big board, my full evals. And guess what? It updates throughout the whole draft cycle. So it's a great purchase and it's a great way to support the channel. People would hate that I do this. I don't know if they would. Brock Bowers is that dang good. Like, what's Hunter Henry's contract? Give me Hunter Henry's contract. Hunter Henry contract. I already know, what's his stinking name? Mike Gesicki is free agent after this year. So is Hunter Henry. Yeah, I'm doing it. I'm going Brock Bowers. Brock Bowers of the Patriots. Maybe you get Gronk. I mean, they're not really similar prospects, but like, you could get good production out of Brock Bowers. A guy that could work, honestly, outside, in the slot, in line. It don't matter. Okie dokie. Wow, Brock Bowers would have been fun for stinking Bengals. All right, we're picking here, man. That sucks. It would be nice to get an offensive line. Do you just pull the trigger? Be like, yeah, maybe it's a little further ways down the board, but it kind of is what it is. The offense needs to be better. We could grab tackle. Could do that. I don't think we're going to do that. I think I'm going to lean in the way of this receiving class. And if I'm looking for a replacement for T. Higgins, if they don't sign him, hasn't been the greatest start for T. Higgins this year, then it's Keon Coleman. Easy. Yeah, we're doing Keon Coleman. Where they got Keon here? All right, we're taking Keon Coleman. Arizona Cardinals. Hey, we get our first pick. Yay! Corner help. That seems to make sense here. Kool-Aid McKinstry's here. And it just seems right. Yeah, corner help sounds right. All right, the New York Giants. Ugh. Not gonna lie to y'all, man. I wouldn't mind sending it on a quarterback. But if that's the case, man, I might take a quarterback that can sit while Danny Dimes is still out there. They probably still believe in Danny Dimes. I mean, regardless, they can't get it out until after next season. Did you try to make the situation better around him? And how can you do that? That's a good question. How can you do that? How can you make this situation better around him? You just go ahead, forego like a Marius Mims, who would probably replace Evan Neal. Then we're just replacing like more unproven talent. They probably should go like free agency if they're gonna look for offensive line help. Because I mean, you get a nice young core, but I mean, it's not protecting Daniel Jones now. Receivers can protect him. All right, if I'm looking at the receivers, then here it's like Malik Neighbors, Mecca Buka. I mean, Mecca Buka would give him that slick route runner. Got decent size to him. Not bad. Oh man, you know what? Brian Daboll. This cat loved him, Stephon Diggs. He loves good route runners. I think Emeka Ibuka's the call. It feels similar to some of the stuff they have there, but like upon further review, it's not exactly similar. I think I'm gonna go Emeka Ibuka. Here we go. The Green Bay Alpacas. This is where I might risk it with tackle, because it sounds like that Bakhtiari, he's gone for the rest of the season. I don't know if that's been officially announced, but it sounds like he's probably not playing the rest of this year. So maybe do you get a tackle that could potentially replace him if they decide? I don't know what his contract's like. Could look it up. I can imagine they could get off of that. Like this defense, it's young. It wasn't helped by some of the problems that the offense was having this past week against Detroit. And a big problem, it was the pass rush. I think this is where I probably swing on tackle. Yeah, I feel like this is probably where I swing on tackle. So, we could go JC Latham, but I mean, I know he can't play next year. I think Armarius Mims could play almost right away. Even though he's had limited playing time, like his showings have been impressive. Okay, New Orleans Saints. Is this where I think quarterback? No, maybe not. They could get more corner. Well, no, they got fine corner help. Maybe getting a Cooper DeJean. This is more of a man-heavy defense, so it's like, is that the best fit? Probably not. Like Nate Wiggins is not a bad choice, but Delonte Taylor, he's kind of like fluid. He could play inside. He could play anywhere along, I think, the defensive backfield. Maybe that's not where I'm going. Maybe I try completing the interior there. Grab like a Drazon Newton. Oh, okay. I feel like I might as well just take the swing at quarterback. I think I'm gonna do that. Like Derek Carr is just, let's be honest, he's kind of pedestrian at this point. I think I'm gonna take the swing at quarterback. Yes, I am. Yeah, I'm gonna take the swing. I'm gonna get a guy that can start now. It's Bo Nix, baby. That's right, we got Bo Nix. He's still in that top 10 vicinity. I mean, I get to more when I get closer to like the mid to late. That's when I'm like looking at these guys like Bo Nix or looking at like Michael Penix, like guys you could probably start right away. Quinn Ewers, Shedeur. They're kind of those guys where I'm like, oh, maybe they could use a year. Perhaps. But yeah, okay, we're here with the Cardinals. What can we do for the Cardinals? We got Kool-Aid, right? Yeah, we got Kool-Aid. All right, what would they like? Drazon Newton actually, I think, sounds like what they would want. I mean, we would just be snagging that from, because that is Houston's pick, and I would love to get a little Kool-Aid or get a little Johnny Newton there for Texans. I've been doing it quite a bit, but being able to get that interior presence, because they have some young, maybe potential upcomers there at the edge position. We've seen Gardick play well this season. We've seen Victor Dimukeje. Still got Miles Sanders, Cam Thomas. Those are like pass regime guys, though. So where do they fall? Who knows? Miles started the year hurt anyway. So it's like you're looking maybe Latu, Chop Robinson. Are those guys too finesse? I don't know. I think Drazon's probably the call here, though. There yet. All right, we're grabbing Drazon. Houston Texans. Okay. Offensive line would be fine along that interior, but they are really beat up. And they're probably hoping, hey, we'll get healthy eventually. Let's try to address the defense. Currently it's Jerry Hughes, right, playing opposite of not Will Levis, Will freaking Anderson. There we go. Correct. So I almost don't mind getting like maybe a Chop Robinson, who would be like a Drake Jackson in D'Amico's system. That at all won't be bad. Well, they got Grenard, but Grenard may be more of a depth guy at this point. Leonard Taylor obviously could be here as well, but I think I'm gonna go with the guy that just flies off the edge. I'm gonna go with Chop Robinson. Okay, we got the Chargers. What are we doing here? Oh, let's think about this sucker. It feels like defense. Interior feels right. Interior definitely feels right. I would feel better about this pick if it was a little later, because then I'd feel good about like Chris Jenkins. I feel like he's kind of like the safer floor play, opposed to like Leonard Taylor, who I think just has the higher ceiling. So maybe Cooper DeJean, actually. Like, if we're gonna think Brandon Staley's still here, maybe, I don't know. I'm gonna assume he's still here, maybe. They stick with a similar defense. Cooper DeJean would be a good fit for that defense. Cam Kitchens is not a bad fit either. That center fielder that they're missing with Nazir Adderley retiring this offseason. Like they've had a lot of struggles at corner. Michael Davis hasn't been good this year. Monty Samuels had his ups and downs. J.C. Jackson's just a black mark on the cap at this point. But I think I'm gonna go with Cooper DeJean. Use some return capabilities as well. Jacksonville Jaguars. I'm smashing Latu. Like, Josh Allen is their only means of pass rush, and he is a free agent. If they don't bring him back, and even if they do, they could take Latu. You might be like, what about Travon Walker? Well, Travon Walker is a guy who's got a very flexible body type. He could kind of play that like 5 tech or 4 inside tech. Because what you know of him as is he's at the very least a very good run defender, though it's kind of been up and down this year. So it's like, just getting more pass rush. This team can't rush the passer, and their stinking corners are struggling because of it. There we go. Washington Commanders. Well, Sam Howell. As long as Sam Howell, he is like one of two extremes. Either he's keeping you in this game, or he's going to turn over the ball and it's going to lead to a lot of points for the squad and you're going to get smoked. He needs to find can my turnovers not be as cataclysmic as they are. Regardless, we're gonna stay the course with Sam Howell at this point. Mims did go earlier, so we could be looking at like JC Latham would fit. A lot of teams are gonna look at that body type and be like, oh my gosh, that looks good. That's just the way it's gonna be. I think he's been actually a bit more productive than my boy Kingsley, who I have yet to get a pronunciation for. That ain't that great. All right. What are other areas we can go? A lot of the edge talents kind of come off the board, but I mean, edge could be something that they go for. But Dallas Turner, I don't think it's the body type that they would want defensively. So I suppose, I mean, we could be fun and grab more receivers. I think we just go with JC Latham. Whether it's Leno or Wiley, like getting a replacement at tackle, either one of those spots would be fine. Even if it's an heir apparent. Where do you put it? Where do they put JC? Oh, here he is. All right. Okay, we got the LA Rams. I am thinking Dallas Turner. That's a thought. We're gonna put it right here for now. We're right here. It's right there. Dallas Turner's a thought. Offensive line's always a thought. Feels a little early for Graham Barton. Other guys I would be considering, like, I mean, I could go Kingsley here too and be okay with it. Defense is just a mess. And we'll probably start up front. Defense is a mess, and we'll probably start up front. Dallas Turner. Plus against the run, despite not ideal size, but he's young. He can put on size. Yes. I'm just gonna go with that. I think that's just good value right now here at 18. Yeah, back-to-back Alabama players. What do you think? Malik Neighbors still be on the board, man. Someone's gonna pull the trigger here, a receiver. It's probably not the Atlanta Falcons, man. They don't like to pass the football. No, this is Michael Penix. This is Michael Penix. Desmond Ritter's dog water, man. You could go with again, we look at Shedeur, we look at Ewers, and it's like, maybe those guys sit for a year. I'd rather get the guy that could probably start now with the big arm. So I'm gonna go with Penix here. I think it just makes a lot of sense. Indianapolis Colts, again, let's talk it through. They could add more corner help. Nate Wiggins, yeah, he could work. He could work there. And opposite of Juju Brents. Let's think. Offensive line's been a little beat up, but they've been making do. Malik Neighbors would be fun. And just a very fluent receiver there. Can attack at all levels, can create after the catch. Ooh, that's kind of what I like. Create after the catch. They got downs. I mean, then these guys can play inside and out. Here's a question. I think Steichen probably views Downs as kind of the Zacharias, like that, or Zacchaeus over in Philly right now. I know last year they really wanted their slot to be this very good route runner, and really they just had like the downfield threat of Watkins. Got Michael Pittman, who's he's your AJ Brownish. All right, so am I talking myself out of Wiggins? I think I am. Elite Neighbor is a really good value here, so I'm going to go with Wiggins. All right. I said Wiggins. I'm going to go with Neighbors for the Colts. I'm actually going to go with Nate Wiggins here for the Steelers. He is a really good fit. I know it'd be cool to pair Kalen Keene up with his teammate Joey Porter, but I really like I like Nate Wiggins a little bit more. He's got more size. I think he's probably the better athlete too. We're gonna go with him here. Tennessee Titans, corners definitely an option for the squad. Who's somebody falling for me right now? Kitchens. Yeah, but I don't think he's exactly. Not exactly. They got Bayard there. Booker's probably a free agent, but I think they like Elijah Molden enough to probably move him to safety. I don't know, I like him in slot anyway. Yeah, outside corner is probably the bigger need. He could try to get freaky at the receiver position. That's what Treylon Burks was supposed to be. And they go here with like Rome and Dunze. Not a bad option. Offensive line is a thought, of course. But the better talent is Kalen Keene here. Let me just go confirm this. Yeah, I think Kalen Keene. It's either him or Denzel Burke for me right now. I'm gonna go with Keene. Because if you remember, like, what is it? Sean Murphy Button's a free agent. Christian Fulton can't stay healthy. They just need more bodies there at the corner position. This is where I pull the trigger on. Cam Kitchens is just ridiculous value at this point. Them to be able to get somebody in that Seattle 3 that can just like be a center fielder is huge. Whoa, we got Quandre Diggs. Kitchens is built different. I really like that play there. Okay, I know everyone and their mom wants to go tackle here or go offensive line in some sort. And actually, Kingsley does make quite a bit of sense here. Or the Dallas Cowboys. I don't think there's any other position. If I want to go corner depth, I can. Denzel Burke is a thought. They could go receiver. That wouldn't be out of the cards completely. But I think tackle's probably the right call. So we're going to go with Kingsley. Where you at? They got him down here. Ooh. Guidance, a guy I'm moving up too, man. That has been moving upwards for me. But I'm going to go with Kingsley. I'm still a little bit higher on him. Okay, the Detroit Lions. Let's see, where am I at with the Lions? Okay. Feels like honestly their receiving room's really nice. Their offensive line, pretty nice. They could add more players. Honestly, they've been kind of looking for. Oh, their run defense is really good this year. We could just address corners some more. Got Sutton. Manuel Mosley is on a one-year deal. They got Jared Jacobs. He's actually really good depth. Get another outside corner. Denzel Burke actually is a perfect fit for the scheme. I know Lions fans. Oh, Jeffrey Okuda. Don't worry. This is pick 25. Pick 25 a little later. But I really do think Denzel Burke would be a good fit here. Oh, they haven't really moved him up at all, have they? He's been playing really well. All right, the Miami Dolphins. We got tight end to need for us. I'm good. Don't need Tavion Sanders here. Oh man, that our offensive line got roughed up today. So did our defense. Our defense will be healthy. Are we gonna re-sign, or are we gonna have enough to re-sign Christian Wilkins long term? We should, but are we? We hit on one Miami player in Jalen Phillips. Leonard Taylor could come in and be kind of just a house of bricks. I don't even think that's saying, but it could be that disruptor. And they've been playing Leonard Taylor freaking stuck playing nose guard. I mean, this guy, he moves so well at 305. I think I'm going to go with that. I like the upside. Okay. Tampa Bay, Mike Evans, free agent. Do you go get a freaky receiver? You could do that. But I don't think Baker solves your quarterback issues. He's fine, but you want better than fine. So do I go quarterback here? I think I do. And I'm not gonna lie to y'all. Okay, so with the current offense in place, it's more of this like kind of like this like it's more of a Shanahan type offense, right? And they like these guys that can sit in the pocket, be poised, and make the right decisions and kind of let their playmakers take over. I'm actually going to go Shedeur here over Quinn Ewers. I got Ewers higher. But right now, I think the better processor, the better fit would be Shedeur Sanders. I know I'm going to get those comments. Oh, Shedeur's not coming out. I'll believe it when January 15th happens, when that deadline of who declares, who's not declaring happens. A lot of people can change their minds. I'm just saying. It happens. Buffalo Bills, I really want that right tackle, but I want mine a freaky receiver. Oh, Gabe Davis has been fine. Do you really want to extend Gabe Davis? Do you want to put money into that? I mean, Roma Dunze is kind of freaky Gabe Davis, right? Who are the tackles I'm looking at? Just to clarify. Morton, Joe Morgan, and Graham Barton. Not exactly scheme fits. Like Rascorn, I really think Morgan's gonna come up with he's gonna move well, but I think he's gonna have less than ideal length. Yeah, I think Odunze is gonna be it for here. The Baltimore Ravens, this team can't stay healthy. Really wish they would. First thing that jumps in my mind is pass rush. Odafe Oweh's been hurt. Jabo's now been hurt. I really think pass rush. When Michael Pierce playing good football, but when he always gets hurt. Maybe you want to find a shirt. They got Travis Jones. Can't wait till that guy gets more playing time. Or at least much more than he's getting now. So I think I want to go edge. Question is, do I get that? Braylon Trice, who's just, I don't know, JT's freakier. I think that I want the freakier player. And then at his size, he gives you more flexibility. Kind of play like a 4-eye. I'm going to go with that. San Francisco 49ers. Everyone's telling me about their tackle position. Their right tackle position is no good. Let me tell you, your guard position is very mediocre as well. So, and people are going to be like, oh, Aaron Banks is a stud. Oh, Spencer Burford's a stud. They're up and coming, but they ain't it as of yet. They're fine. They're fine. But yeah, I mean, I'm not replacing them at guard. Okay, so we could go Barton here, who could play probably tackle, or he plays guard. He's got the movement skills. You could make the same case for Morgan, but I feel like Jordan Morgan might be more. Both these guys suffer from length. Dude, Morgan's had a banger year though. Actually, out of curiosity, because I didn't check out the Washington game. The Washington Arizona game. How did Jordan Morgan hold up? At least from an analytical standpoint. All right, let's go to the game. We're gonna search Arizona. We're gonna click on these Whittle Wildcats. Let's check out blocking grades, and it was an okay showing. Thing is, Graham Barton didn't play against Notre Dame because of a hamstring problem. So woof woof woof. So I suppose I'll go with Morgan. I don't give Morgan enough shine in these mocks. And I honestly think both these guys are like top 50 prospects, but I'm not sold that they're first round prospects. I'll go with them here. Kansas City Chiefs. I mean, honestly, do we just look at who's the best players on the board? Like, oh, Chris Jenkins. Get him next to, dude, honestly, Chiefs. I don't see, there is no way Chris Jones makes it out of Kansas City. Just saying. I'm on with Chris Jenkins, pair him up with Chris Jones. I like that. And then finally, here we are, 30-some minutes into the video with the last pick, Philadelphia Eagles. This is, again, another situation where I'm just like, I kind of want to just play or pick the best player available. Being completely honest, if I want to take a look at the Eagles, because, I mean, this is a team that really doesn't need much. If anything, they're a really good squad. They do have Sidney Brown. Like, I was thinking Tyler Nubbin at safety. Potentially, but like Blankenship's been good. They have Sidney Brown lying in the weights, but even Justin Evans has been playing good football. I mean, we could take a look at the. Go with corner. We could go with edge. Like Braylon Trice ain't bad here. Y'all heard me. He ain't bad. Because, I mean, Brandon Graham, he's going to eventually go to green, not necessarily greener pastures. He's going to retire eventually. They got Sweat. But, I mean, eventually Reddick's going to move on because they're going to have Nolan Smith there. So, I mean, I guess there is an opening. Okay, Trice is here. Why not? Let's go for it. All right, that's the mock draft. I wonder how y'all like it. I wonder what y'all think of it. Here it is. I showcased a few guys who kind of moved up my board a little bit. I'll be able to showcase a little bit more later on. I'll probably just do my own graphics because I got a couple of guys that are really moving up boards as I'm kind of reshuffling my prospect rankings here out recently. But I think this is a fine draft. I think this is within reason. I think we made a lot of like wise decisions. Yeah. I think we did good. You let me know how you think we did in the comment section below. That's it for the video. Go ahead, do that YouTube thing. But as always, until next time, you be easy, my friends. Later.